I'm gonna show y'all a real quick way you can find and mark studs. So it's gonna be the stud buddy, and then I'm gonna use my DeWalt laser chalk line. So I'm gonna hang a shelf right here on this wall. So this is what we're doing here today. I'm gonna just run this stud buddy, and once I feel some pressure, like right there. So there's a stud right there. Now I was thinking to myself, how do I know this isn't, like if I was working in an older house, if this isn't grabbing a pipe or something? Like there's a plumbing pipe back there. I was working behind a kitchen in an older house. But if it was work around a pipe, it would grab everywhere around that. So if you're worried about that, just go in a circle around where it wants to grab. And if it wants to grab like in this vertical motion the whole way down, don't shoot right there because you're gonna hit the pipe. Or if it wants to grab like in a horizontal motion the whole way, just avoid shooting in that direction because you don't want to just shoot into something because this grabs it. You want to be careful with that stuff. So now that that's there, I can mark where that stud is. But let's say that I needed to mark it up here, right? And I'm gonna hang the shelf up here, but there's no drywall screw here. Well, that's when I'm going to turn on my green line laser. This particular one has a horizontal and vertical, so you'll see displayed there on the wall of the horizontal and vertical. And what I'm going to do there is just turn my laser until it's right in line with that stud buddy. So now I have this stud marked the whole way. So even though the stud buddy won't grab right there, and I want to hang my shelf right here, I'm just going to mark right there. So now that I have that one marked, and I'll show you how quick you can do this. You just want to zigzag that thing around. And once you know where one is, you can kind of know about 16 inches away where it's going to grab, like right there. And you can kind of know like, okay, I should be zigzagging this about 16 inches away from that. Then I'm going to move that, and I'll be able to mark my line again. So I'm just gonna turn that until it gets on that stud buddy right there. And you'll notice, if you want to look down here, all these electrical outlets are mounted into a 2x4. So our green line is representing a stud all the way up to there. So this method really does work, and it really works fast. You see how quickly I can mark this stuff. I'm gonna make my shelf right about there. And I'll just go on down the line. And we have another taker right there. And then I'm gonna turn the laser, mark it right. I'll do a little better than that. That's pretty center right there. And I'll mark it right there. So that is the most efficient way I've found to find studs. I do have a Zircon center finding stud finder, but some reason that thing just, it gives me false readings sometimes. I've mentioned that before. Maybe it's an operator error on my part, but it's a little frustrating when you're, you know, I'd rather just do this. Zigzag this thing around, boom, shoot it with the laser, and you'll be good to go.